This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. A Pinellas sheriff's deputy kidnapped and killed his ex-girlfriend in Spring Hill late yesterday. According to the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, the deputy then died by suicide. Pasco deputies initially responded to reports of an aggravated assault, which was later updated to a kidnapping. According to the Pasco Sheriff's Office, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office Deputy Troy Savetz was reported to have a gun and threatening a former girlfriend over a dispute about property. Later, deputies found both people dead from gunshot wounds. The Sheriff's Office calls it an isolated incident with no further public safety threat. The St. Pete Free Clinic is expanding the availability of fresh foods at a community food bank in Lehlman. The expansion of the Jared Hedgecoff Community Food Bank announced yesterday comes after an Alice report found Lehlman has one of the highest poverty rates in Pinellas County. The report is released every year by the United Way Suncoast and looks at the state of poverty in Florida by county. It also evaluates what is known as the Alice threshold, families that live above the poverty level but still cannot afford basic household necessities. In Pinellas County, 37% of households fall under that threshold and 10% live under the poverty level. Here's St. Pete Free Clinic CEO Jennifer Yeagley in audio provided by the organization.
Groceries are the leading concern for most people when it comes to being able to afford just the basics, and that was a national study. Second only to groceries are housing and healthcare, and of course the Free Clinic is on the front lines of 2 out of 3 of those critical needs nationally, and we see that play out every single day in Pinellas County and then in the Lehlman zip codes in particular.
Lehlman is a small unincorporated community east of St. Petersburg and south of Clearwater. Nearly 69% of its households are below the Alice threshold or below the federal poverty level.
We have found that folks from the Lehlman area and these zip codes are coming down to visit us at our downtown Indoor Choice Fresh Pantry location, which serves every zip code in the county. But we're really excited to make what we do so much easier to access by being right here in the community with our neighbors.
More than 2,000 Lehlman residents visit the downtown St. Pete Free Clinic food pantry or use a mobile drive-through distribution in South St. Pete. But as a way to streamline the process and increase access to fresh foods, the clinic is expanding to an appointment-based service at the Jared S. Hedgecoff Community Food Bank. Families will be able to enter the warehouse and pick up their own groceries at no cost rather than receiving a pre-selected box. 16 incumbent state legislators face primary challenges next week. All of them are in the House, and all but 3 are Republicans. Some challengers claim they decided to run without focusing on their opponents. One GOP challenger has been accused of being a Democratic plant. In every case, the incumbent enters the home stretch of the primary with a sizable financial advantage. More than 100 people are dead after yesterday's magnitude 7.4 earthquake in western Colombia. WLRN's Tim Padgett reports the death toll is expected to rise.
The quake was centered in the remote Pacific Coast province of Chocó. Videos show buildings like the historic cathedral in Manizales collapsing, but the destruction and deaths extended south to neighboring Valle de Cauca province and the large city of Cali. Colombian-American Mariel Anderson of Miami said her 91-year-old father and stepmother in Cali were in shock.
Things were falling from the tables and really devastating. Cracks in the walls inside their apartment. So they were panicked.
Former Colombian Foreign Minister Luis Gilberto Murillo, a native of Chocó, was also in Cali and spoke to WLRN.
Cali was hit very badly. I was in the 5th floor. This building is shaking, and I help people to get outside. You think the building is collapsing, and you are about to die.
Newly inaugurated Colombian President Abelardo de la Espriella has declared a national disaster. I'm Tim Padgett in Miami.
President Trump secretly flew out of last month's NATO summit in Ankara, Turkey on an alternate military aircraft due to an Iranian assassination threat. The Washington Post reports the operation involved a ruse where journalists and some White House staff believed they were on the same plane as Trump. After boarding Air Force One, Trump was secretly transferred to a smaller aircraft by way of a catering truck. The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory until 7 this evening. Scattered thunderstorms will develop this afternoon with highs in the mid-90s. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible tonight with overnight lows in the high 70s. And tomorrow, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible with dangerously hot temperatures in the mid-90s. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.